All right, welcome everyone. We just got done shading on making a portrait of a girl, and this was a little easier. It's a little more like anime or just a little different than the realistic ones, but I hope you enjoyed it. We are going to take a look at, let's see if I could get that right there. We are going to make an artist statement about it. And so I want to read over what we're going to write and then we'll do it. Uh, so the steps you took to create the artwork, and we're just going to list a couple steps. And then my biggest challenge in creating this artwork was, so say what your hardest part was. I was able to work through my challenge by the part I liked best, the part I liked least. If I were to title my artwork, I would call it blank because some concepts, things I learned, and today we learned about the golden ratio, golden mean, Fibonacci sequence, rule of thirds we learned about last week. So maybe you want to say some of those just so you remember them for later. If you could change anything on this artwork, it would be if you had more time to work on this, what would you add? You know, those questions. My overall feelings about this artwork are because, all right, so we are going to focus on that. And if you have a sketchbook, you can just use this lined paper, or I'm sorry, not lined paper, but obviously I do want you to be organized. So I'm going to go ahead and just use this lined paper to help me. Okay. And as I said, we're going to be talking about this artwork here. So Mr. Lake has asked that we write it on paper. And I said that I will give you 100 bonus points if you write your name. So you are going to write my portrait. What if these exponents were the same? And underline it. That's sort of the title. And if you come up with a different one, but that's where I just want you to remember we're writing about the drawing that we just made for our portrait assignment by, and for the 100 points, write your first and last name. Okay? You could also write the date. Actually, it's not even January, is it? All right. You could write February 3rd, 2026. All right. And just go ahead with me, and here we go. The steps. Let's try to bring it up close. I took to create this artwork were, okay, what do we do first? What did we do first? What's that? That's the coffee cup. Were make a circle with a coffee cup. Now, if you did a little different, well, then don't say what I said. Say what you did. Okay? Add vertical line and created upside down T. If I pull a 10 out of here, that makes it 10 to the fifth. All right. And then we basically, to keep this simple, created a face. All right, because obviously there's a lot there. All right. My biggest challenge in creating this artwork was your biggest challenge? Did you have trouble with part of it?
How can we compare these numbers? Think about it.
Think about it.
Which one is the biggest number? Which one has a longer average lifetime?
What was the hardest part? Was it the hair? Was it the ears? Was it the eyes? Was it the nose or the mouth? I'll go ahead and just write the mouth. Some people have the trouble with that.
Anybody? Speak up.
All right. I was able to work through my challenge by, all right, and how did you figure it out? You reviewed video
Not at all.
and erased.
Not at all. Not me.
Okay, or maybe you just redid, you redid it, started fresh. Okay. The part I liked best was, all right, what part did you like best? All right, now remember, Miss K is just giving her opinion. You have a voice too. You're going to get it right no matter what you write here. Okay, I'm just showing you how to do this in case you're struggling. All right, I'm going to say drawing the, oops, it's a little too close, isn't it? The eyes. All right, the part I like least is,
Great suggestion. So I would go about writing 8.4.
I think the size of the head, like, I think the sizing is off. The top of head is too big. All right. And yours might be completely different. All right. Hopefully you can still see this. All right. Continuing on. If, you know what? If you, as long as you made a title there, I'm going to not use the if question. If I were to title my work, I would call it blank. Well, we're calling it the portrait because it's a portrait, okay? If you have any extra, you can add to it, but I'm just going to leave that out. Some concepts I learned with this portrait lesson is the golden mean. Actually, I'm going to write golden ratio. I think they use that more. The rule of thirds. And then maybe just like eyes are measured 3 across. Okay, so remember we made 3 ovals. All right.
Which one is the biggest?
If I could
Powers are the same.
change anything,
Exactly. This one right here is the biggest.
it would
I think William, you mentioned
be
about looking at the exponents.
probably
Also look at the exponents to tell which
changing
Since these are decimals,
the
this
size
is much smaller than
of
this one because
my
this goes
head.
17 places,
Like,
and
I
so
feel like I
all
followed the directions right and it still looks a little off. All right.
-17 counts negative
If I
17 to the
had
left.
more
Negative 13 only counts
time,
13 to the left. So this is the bigger number because this
I
is 0.
would add And I could say would erase and fix it, but just to keep along with what the words say, I would add, what would you add to it? Maybe more
Any questions, ladies and gentlemen?
details
We're going to skip this exploratory
in
challenge,
the background.
but take
Okay.
exercise 4.
And just know that, I would like to take more time. You can spend more time. But like, remember we said that this was going to be like, or at least for Miss K, like this was like God's eyeball.
Yep.
And then like the iris, just like we made the lines inside the eyes. So maybe more details for that eyeball is what I would do. All right. Last questions, friends. Here we go. My overall feelings. Okay, and that is your aesthetic feeling. And what is aesthetics? It's looking at something and having a feeling. And if you don't have a feeling, it's not considered an artwork. Okay? So, do you have a good feeling when you look at your artwork that you made? If you do, say R that I like it. All right? Because it is pleasing to my eye. Okay, maybe you can't stand it. Maybe it didn't turn out. And if overall it didn't turn out, maybe you're not having an aesthetic feeling. You could say my overall feelings is I'm not having an aesthetic feeling and I don't like it because it's not pleasing to my eye. And you could say why. All right. So that's it. That's all you have to do for this assignment. So it looks like about a page there. So again, use a pencil, use a lined paper, take a picture of it, and then you're going to, once you take a picture of it, here I click print screen. All right. Let me see if I can do this. And my pencil shouldn't be there, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to head to Schoology. It is logged into your computer now. So I'm going to Schoology. And let's just go to lesson 5. All right, that's what this is, lesson 5. And here are what we just looked at. And you can listen to me talk about this as well. Over here on the right, it's going to say submit. You're going to click on that submit button, and basically once you do that, you are clicking on the file, which is the little square button. So that's the second button you click right next to the microphone. And then it's going to take you, and I want you to click on gallery after you've taken a picture of it or screenshot. And here is your artwork. And then down here it'll say open or submit. And then you'll get back to this screen and it'll say open or submit, and you just submit and then you do a little happy dance. All right, friends, love you guys. Thank you for participating with me. See you later. We're going to start the next lesson soon. I can't wait.